Welcome. Hello, everybody. Come on in. It is Music Alliance. What is today? Oh, it's Tuesday. I got thrown off because we actually had our live stream. We had a live stream last night with Aggie. So that threw me off my whole week. But hey, everybody, it's Janien. I hope you guys are doing great so far. Happy Tuesday. It is TuneTok Tuesday. So you have myself, you have G3. Of course, Quinn is always here to help. And we're going to go through some amazing songs tonight. Very exciting. Now, remember, we said if the person didn't show up, then we're not going to play it because it's not fair. Those of you that are showing up, bear with us. We are like literally trying to make this as fair as possible for everybody who is attending. So that being said, let's just get into it and start playing because I know y'all are excited to hear your songs. And we're just going to take it as they come. George?
Yep. Okay, here we go. First song for the night is Charles LaShore. Hi, Charles. This is called City Lights.
Tell a different story. Corner store privates. In the girl chasing glory. I ain't navigating through this folk need. Searching for a feeling that I can't put my feet. Cause she walked through like the city made it just for me. Skin like brown sugar underneath the street like frequency. She ain't from the scene, she don't do the desert politics. Say she felt my energy before we even got it in the city. Lights got us tangled up in something real. City lights showing me what I've been scared to feel. Scared of midnight drive, hot hand on mine, I swear to God. She the baddest thing I seen, and I've seen alive. City lights, she outshines the city lights. Yeah, we ain't gotta go nowhere fancy, she cool with the spot. Tacos from the truck, park the word view, don't stop. She kicked off her shoes, feet up on the dash, relax. Said I don't need a fight all night, I just need you to mention this the part that suit me, cause most want what you want. She want the parts I hide from everybody, what I don't show. Told me stop performing, I already see through all of it. You safe for me, so drop the egg and let me love the raw. City lights got us tangled up in something real. City lights show me what I've been scared to feel. Midnight drive, 100 man on mud, I swear to God. She the brightest thing I've seen and I've been seen alive. City lights.
Wow. Wow. That's very good. It has one big glaring error, though. Charles, can you unmute yourself? Here.
He can't unmute himself, but I can unmute him for you.
Okay.
Charles, I'm going to unmute you, bud.
Anyways, I'll just tell you flat out. The problem is the intro is twice as long as it needs to be. Shop it half down because I think it's 32 bars, or it's either 32 or 16 at a slow tempo, needs to be halved. That's the only thing I felt that was wrong with it. I love the song. I know how you tend to work, which is you generate your material, you generate the lyrics, right? And then you work with AI to create the rest of it. We can't hear you. I can see you nodding and everything, and you're unmuted, but
I think you're unmuted.
Yeah, we're not hearing you, Charles.
No, we're not hearing you though.
No. Anyways, okay. Let me think. For that typical style of R&B, I think it's fantastic. I would probably have tried to get more production in the vocals or in the verses.
Okay, I'm here.
There you are. I'm just talking a little bit about the production of the song style. And the first thing I mentioned, obviously, was the length of the intro was twice as long as I thought. In fact, I even made a note of that. I'm like, oh, shoot, let me put that down because I think that's really important. One thing that's really important with songs, people, I know a lot of people tend to do this. I even do this sometimes, but then I have to smack myself in the head and go, don't do that. Keep your intros, unless they are literally a hook for the song, keep them short. Because you want to get into the material right away. You want people to hear your lyric right away. You want to get them involved as fast as you can, both as an audience, but if you're trying to do stuff for sync or anything like that. Get to the point as fast as you can.
Party of it though. How was the consistency?
That's what I was going to get to next. What I felt like, one of the issues that I felt like was the differences between the verse and the chorus weren't strong enough. I understand writing a song with the same chord progression, repeating over and over again as the basis of the entire arrangement. That's pretty common nowadays, way more common than most people would think. However, the chorus didn't really blast out like I would have hoped it would. It's there, it was good, but I would have preferred to hear some more arrangement stuff, something to really tell me, hey man, we hit the chorus here, let's go.
Okay.
And that's arrangement stuff. I don't think it was at all lyrical. I felt the lyrics were good. I felt that the arrangement was good, but I didn't feel like the choruses were pumping up enough.
Okay.
And mainly just because of that style, of doing the same verses all the time. So if you're going to do that, you really have to do it. A lot of times people do it with melody. So they'll sing the verse melody down there, and then they'll jump way up here for the chorus. Things like that. So those are my comments.
No, I agree with you 100%. Thank you, George. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
George is the man. When he goes first, then I don't have to say anything. So that makes my life and my job easier. Perfect. Love it. I agree with everything you said, George. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to this platform, you may put your questions and your comments in the chat. We are here to empower people. We are here to help people grow and learn and thrive. So everything that comes out of our mouths is a constructive criticism. It's not meant to be nasty or taken the wrong way. I just want to make sure that everybody realizes that. We know that the industry is cutthroat.
Sorry.
But we here are trying to approach it in a little bit of a different way and be supportive instead of cutting people out and breaking them down and all of that. So that being said, if you are new to the platform, George is a Juno Award-winning, Grammy-nominated engineer, producer, writer. He's been in the industry for more than 4 decades.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm aging you, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And he has worked with everybody under the sun. So he is very qualified to be giving you feedback on your songs. I myself am a professional singer. I have been since I was a wee tot, and award-winning as well. And I've had 3 record deals. So my whole deal tonight is I just comment on vocals and vocal performance. And the last song by Charles, that was AI. So I'm not going to comment on the vocals because I feel like I'm talking to a wall if I tell AI feedback about their vocals. Anyway, so if you guys want to get your songs heard, we do this twice a month. We have TuneTok and we also have Drop Shop. And we do allow our members, they get priority because they're paying members. They're paying us and we're providing a service to them. So they're investing in themselves and we're investing in them. So I hope you understand that. If you want to get in with Music Alliance, I did put in the chat the 3 tiers of membership that are currently available. If you guys want to take a peek at those, it's a no-brainer. You get a lot of value for what we give you. So if you guys have any questions regarding that, like I said, it was just a brief overview I threw in there. We are happy to call you, text you, email with you, but whatever you want, put your number in the chat and we can get back to you and give you some more information on what all happens.
I've seen a lot of people in the chat wanting to send in a song tonight. And if you want to do that, you just got to sign up as a full member first. I'm giving y'all the link. You can sign up for any level. $15 is the cheapest level, and it's monthly. You can cancel anytime. Then you get $24 for the mid-level and $39 for the elite level, where you get guitar lessons, mixing and mastering from George himself, who is, as Janien said, Juno Award-winning, Grammy-nominated. The list goes on of all the value you can get. I put the links there so you can see all that played out. But once you sign up and we see the sign up come in, I'll show you how to send in your song and we'll play that tonight. Thanks.
Awesome.
Okay. So let me get going here. If we're going to
Yes,
be
go
playing
ahead. Thank
possibly
you.
lots of songs, let's get moving. Next one, Paul Anthony Rashley. This one's called Be With Me.
I built the quiet, I am the white. Now I'm standing in it, asking you inside. No more letters, no more light, just
Okay, so I'm going to have fun with this one because I got to explain to you guys how he did it first, okay? This is not a normal song. This is a song that he generated. The vocal is AI, but he wrote it and created just the vocal, added it into, and he created the entire undertrack is him. So he programmed, and once he got his vocal out, then he knew what he wanted to do, and he programmed all the rest of it. Which is so cool, I think. That's amazing because he can't sing like nothing. But that was amazing. I'm seeing people here are like going, wow, that's a hit. That is so good. People are like responding so positive in the chat. Really interesting. I love the vocal stylistic. It reminded me of Billie Eilish very much. That's some stuff that I've gotten out of Suno that has that same style of very breathy, low. Wow. It's a great style of vocal. The song was interesting. I love the chorus. I love everything about it. The lyric is, again, really strong. You wrote a good melody because the melody was awesome. Yeah, that one. And like I was saying, the people here are like, that's a hit. So there you go. Good one.
I really dug the lyrics. Beautiful lyrics. And just the lilting voice. Again, yeah, Billie Eilish all the way. And I am a fan of her work. So I thought it was very well done. Very well done. But again, George takes he took all of the beautiful words from my mouth.
I can let you go first sometime.
If I want to, if I feel like I have something really intelligent to say, I'll go first. But other than that, I'm fine.
Okay, that's makes me feel very important.
You are very important, George.
Wow. I get so much love over here sometimes I don't know what to do with it all. Anyways, here we go. Okay, so this is called Dash by Devlin Bell.
Got it by my side. I don't see the finish line, I just see the blur. Down should the pain, yeah, I'm hugging the curb. Neon on the asphalt, everything's a blur. I was in the ceiling, now I'm doing on the dash. Electric in the motor, I ain't never gonna crash. Balance in the mirror, but they falling behind. I'm racing with the ghost, I'm racing with the mind. The eerie silent streets, yeah, the atmosphere is cold, but the dub edition engines got a story to be told. Turbulence on fly, yeah, the wings coming out. Empty city streets, I'm the only one about. Static in the water, I'm a ripple in the dark. Neon in the tank, yeah, I'm living off the spark. I just came up, and outside looks so bright. Neon turbulence on fly, I'm the ghost in the light. Bad as it looks, but the vision is mine. I see ghetto lifestyle, double edition 40 times. 40! Shift gears. Ghetto lifestyle, double edition 40 times. Room.
Woo!
Oh, that was the whole thing. Oh my God. Wow, that was fun. It needs to be like 3 times longer. Because it's only a minute and 15 seconds. It's like you got a great intro, a great verse, and a great chorus. And now you need more verses and some more choruses and maybe even a breakdown. You just did the breakdown. That was really funny. Didn't see that one coming at all. Especially like that, like kind of dubstep-ish sounds and things.
I liked the layering on that one. I loved how the lady's voice came in underneath.
The chorus, yeah.
Yeah, with
it's a hook.
Chorus and yeah, the
yeah,
hook.
That was a great
That was
idea.
great. I liked that a lot.
Is Devlin around? Can we see them? Are we there? Are we there?
I don't see him here. He's in trouble. How many people in here just using AI and who's creating creatively? So yeah, we talk about using AI as a tool.
Yes.
And George actually does an AI session monthly. If you're inclined to drop in on that, it is the second Tuesday of every month. And it's a wide variety that we have here. We have some people who create utilizing AI as their tool, and we have some people that create just the old-fashioned way, if you want to put it that way. But we love all kinds of music, so we are embracing everything.
Yeah, and I'm not an anti-AI person mainly. I like to use it for production, not for generation of new songs, but rather take an old song that I have and produce a new version of it. To me, that's as legitimate as going into a professional recording studio and hiring a bunch of session musicians and asking them to play what you want. Anyways. Okay, yeah, unfortunately that last person isn't here, so we can't really ask them what they did and how they produced it. But if I do see them, I will have to comment and say, I loved your idea. It needs to be twice as long. Okay.
Paying member, so we can give them feedback in Slack.
Yeah. Okay, so this is called I Love Candy by Chris I can never. It's Shriner. It is Shriner, right, Chris? Chris is here. There he is.
Yes,
Wait, he's here somewhere. Anyways, okay, here we go. This is called I Love Candy.
Hey, gonna have some fun. Hey, gonna have some fun. I love candy, but I can't have none. I love candy, but I can't have none. There's Oksana, and she's so much fun. Layla's got me on my knees. They're all number one. I love candy, but I can't have none. No, sir. I love candy, but I can't have none. Well.
Okay, that was cool. I have a bias towards Chris. Chris is an amazing person first, okay? He lost one of his arms, but he figured out a way to put a pick in his hand and he's learning how to play guitar. That is mind-boggling. He has somehow been able to create music without having limbs, which is bloody amazing if you ask me. I wanted to comment a little bit more on this AI thing too, because when people think AI, they just tend to think of, these people are just telling it to play me a song about this and that's how they're doing it. But really, AI can be used in countless different ways as a creative tool. One of the things I like to do with it is take an arrangement, throw it in there and see what it comes up with, but not to take that arrangement, but to look at some of the little incidental things that it did and maybe pull some of those ideas out of it, right? Just to assist with what I'm doing as a producer. And that is a pretty common thing these days. In fact, the more I listen to music, pop music these days, the more and more I'm hearing what I believe is to be a lot of AI content. But who cares? Is the song good? Is the melody good? Does it make you feel something? And I know it's AI, it never makes people feel anything, but that's not true. It's absolutely not true. I could play some stuff on AI that was a vocal that would blow your mind at the sensitivity and just the way that the performance came off. Some of this stuff is remarkable. So before you knock it, I just give it a chance for some way to work with you. How can it be your friend? How can it be your assistant? How can you take this tool and use it as a tool to make yourself better and make your music more marketable? It's a great tool. Anyways, okay, that song.
Jess is asking, George, how did the mixes sound to you?
Which mix? That last mix?
It came in, I think, during that one.
Okay, that last mix is a little it's a little wackadoodle, but that's kind of Chris's stuff. Chris sounds, oh, come on. Frank Zappa, it's a Captain Beefheart. That's it. If you've ever listened to Captain Beefheart, he was an artist who Frank Zappa signed. They were buddies through high school and everything. His music is just like that. Or the other person who I can think of is the guy from, what's his name now? Anyways, it's more unusual. It's a little off the wall. The melodies are, instead of trying to do a perfect double-tracked melody, his are a little off each other. In fact, they're quite a bit off each other, but that's part of the style of doing that. I think for the style of music, which is more wackadoodle off the cuff, I think it's great fun. It's never going to get on the radio, but that doesn't, to me, make it any less valid than anything else. I have some songs right now that have tens of thousands of performances of my original music. It's just how that happened, I don't know. I never told anybody I even released it. I just put it up there and let it happen, and somehow people will, and music will find an audience, is my point anyway. Okay.
And there's always room in sync licensing.
That's the other thing. Oh,
yeah,
geez,
sync is a hugely broad, they want all the genres. And just to
fact,
let you guys know, if you're new to this stream, this is what we're here for at Music Alliance. George works with the members and he will get their tracks up to snuff, if that's what you want to say, getting an appropriate mix and master. That's what he does. And then I work with the singing. So Chris and I are actually going to start working together on vocals Thursday, which is day after tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we're here to try to grow and learn together. So that's our cute little networking environment here.
Actually, you're totally right about the fact this song could be really great for sync.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
And with
hear
Paul's
that in
too, I
a
forgot to mention.
crazy scene where somebody wants it to be off the wall and unusual, and maybe they're doing a side camera thing or something really weird. And that would be perfect for that. So, yeah, don't give up. Just, yeah. Anyways, okay, next one is, let me see here. It is, Alana Bergen. It's Alana Bergen, and it's called Trickling Warp. That was just unusual. However, that said, there are a bunch of comments. People actually like that very much. Cool beans. Weird. I love it. Sync.
Sync.
Sync for sure.
Yep.
And then one person said a joke. So I don't know if it was a joke. If it was funny. Let's see. What comments can I make? Okay, the main thing I noticed is it was in mono. So that would be my first suggestion to try and make it better. Do it in stereo. But sync? Yes, actually, that could be something that could go to sync and somebody would pick it up. Mainly because it is so unusual.
Right.
But you're not going to get it picked up like that. It needs a remix, really does. It needs to have stuff so that you can get some movement going in there, get some chorus going in there. Maybe take apart and throw it through a Leslie simulator to make it go wah, 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 and have it pan back and forth or something. Put stuff in reverb, because the reverb will make stuff wide. Placing different items. I noticed as the arrangement was progressing that there were more and more parts. So you could start really simple, like one little note, and then open it up like a sunrise. So as the music is progressing, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyways, Paul Anthony Rashley is saying, send it to me now. Alana, if you're out there, PM Paul. Because
I will connect the two of you,
he
Paul.
wants to do something with you. So there you go. Collaboration. And an unlikely one too. But you know what? Paul's a pretty creative guy. I've seen him do some amazing work. And he doesn't have a lot of rules, which makes his music really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are our members' songs for this evening. I don't know.
We actually have a couple more coming on in.
How do I get?
John Walter will be uploading a song.
Whoop, sorry, that was me. We already heard that one.
All right. Yeah, so John Walter is uploading a song, and also Christopher William is sending.
Oh, they're just putting it here in the chat?
They're sending it to home team. I just got Christopher Williams.
Okay, can you figure out? I'm not sure how you're going to get it to me. But I'll do a song, and while that's playing, try and figure out a way how to get it.
It's technically a Spotify link.
You need MP3s and WAV files.
All right.
Can you send it to it? No. Okay, so here we go. This is We Could Be by Lil Sexto Beezy. Okay, here we go.
You and me could be anything. You and me, we could be anything, anything.
I used To give you time, I wasn't serious though. And after a while, I really got the feeling. And after we linked, it's like we was still in the show. You the shit, niggas controlling you, doing the most. You really global, it ain't a coast that you ain't go. She like to reside and fly on the west coast. City of palm trees, and oh yes, you know the best smoke. Where people approaching you daily, trying to show what they wrote. Where people will make a baby when they hear what you quote. You really got people selling, and it ain't with a boat. From stars, regulars, and fellas, you keep people with hope. When I'm with you, sky is no limit, I be doing the most. Where I come from, it ain't no failing, cause that shit is a no. And if you don't try, you already failing, you better know. The music very compelling, just depends where you go. We don't know the destination, we still making a toast. Let's go.
You and me together, we could be anything, anything. You and me together, we could be anything, anything.
Every time we get serious, something pull me away. Remember it back in the day, my ex used to say, yeah, you and that music got something y'all got going.
Okay. Okay. The first thing I'll say is everybody's moving. A lot of people are dancing. It's an interesting thing to see. Okay, so let me see. The first thing I can comment about that was I love the idea of doing a sung chorus and a spoken rap verse. Love that format. It's my personal favorite. If I got to listen to rap music, I want it like that. I want to hear something that's going to grab me as an old school guy who loves music. And that just did it. It was awesome. The verses were good. I liked what they said. I liked how they did their thing. The chorus came in. Excellent little vocal part. Love the sound of the voice. I don't know if that's a real person singer or if that's an AI hook. Either way, it's a good one. Yeah, there's nothing really too negative I could say about that at all. It just seemed to be clicking off the little check marks. So you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Yeah.
All right, we got one from existing paying member Bruce Shapiro. It's called Look Both Ways. I'm sending it to you in Slack, George. Also waiting on Chris to send. Oh, he just sent the file, so we'll play Chris Williams' song next. Look in your DM from me for Look Both Ways from Bruce Shapiro.
I got it. Okay, so this is Look Both Ways, right?
Yes.
Here we go. Look both ways. Come on. Oops. Oh, what's going on?
Take a look,
There we go.
take a look, better take a look, better take a look, take a look, better take a look, better take a look, better take a look. What am I doing down here on the earth? I had nowhere and it won't reverse. I knew the theory with the breath taken in. I flip a coin and it stands on end. A friend say, oh well, he's just trying to kill himself. It doesn't matter what they say, might not last another day. Just look both ways that you may see. I can't make it with hypnosis. Bag of band-aids over my psychosis. I don't relax from a daily grind. I'm all keyed up so I don't unwind. A friend said, oh well, he's just trying to kill himself. It doesn't matter what they say, it might not last another day. Just look both ways and you may see.
Okay. Cool.
I liked it. It was like Chicago meets Stevie Wonder.
Cool.
Very cool. I liked it. What do you think, George?
The song is a good song. What would have happened with the first 5 seconds of silence there? You would have lost it. That right there would have, if the person would have grabbed your thing, however it was, they would have put it in, they would have hit play and watched it go for 6 seconds of silence. Can't do that ever, guys. That is so completely Don't ever do that. It's super unprofessional. There's an application out there called Audacity that is Mac and PC. It's free. Download it. Trim the beginning of your song and the ends of your songs. Do proper fades and do a proper intro. Don't let your song start into the song already. So if that doesn't work, or don't leave it so that it's got 6 seconds of silence, because these people, they do not have the time to listen to 6 seconds of silence. They're busy, man. They have requirements they got to get going. And unlike us, where we can sit and be critical, they don't even have time to do that. They literally have to be listening because they have hundreds of songs they have to go through on a regular basis. So please, I beg you, don't do that because it's not good. Okay. Now here's the
What did
next
you
one.
think about, oh, sorry, what did you
VJ.
think about the vocals of that? I was thinking I wanted the vocals to be a little fatter.
I would love to mix that song because
Yeah.
it sounds really good, but it does sound kind of 70s. Like
Right.
it doesn't have the fidelity, like the full range of fidelity that we can pull out of an audio system these days. To me, it sounded very 70s. In fact, that's part of your deal though. So, I don't want to tell you if that's your thing, don't do it, because that could also be the thing that gets you the deal in the end, the unusual sound. But I would still prefer, I believe that you could still take that because of the arrangement stylistics and do a mix with it as is. That would be a better mix than that, just to bring everything out a little bit more fidelity wise. So I thought it was a great song though.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Yep. Liked it, like the pre-chorus, chorus. It just felt really good. Next one, Black Dog, Dear
VJ,
Lord.
do you want to, actually the next one is, you got it?
It's
The
Black
Christopher
Dog, right?
Williams? Yeah, Christopher Williams, Black Dog, Dear Lord.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
Glory, glory, glory. Ain't no second guessing. Oh Lord, I want to go home. Easy ride over yonder, where everything is so sweet and so precious. Everything is for sure, ain't no second guessing. I was out there in the world, tripping, trying not to fall. All my motives for my actions, hella evil, wicked, wrong. Should I listen to my mom and daddy? Told me to stay home. I was just jumped about the porch, feeling myself, thought I was grown, out of my mind. I was out of line. I'm going wherever, whenever, on my time. Giving up my time. It's time to take it back. I know I'm all these crazy places, but my God, I know He's waiting for my kingdom come. I don't seek revenge, I just give it to the Lord. I don't pay it back, I'm trying to pay it forward. I'm forever grateful, humble, and I thank the Lord. Almost lost my life.
Okay, I don't have a fader over here to fade out. Sorry about that. I know, it's the little things in life. Okay, let's see. The main thing I noticed about this song is I didn't feel that there was enough vocal dynamic I felt it was too limited. It was too la la. It needs a little bit more variety than that. And that variety can happen in a lot of different ways. It doesn't have to be melodic. It can be expressiveness. That's one thing I find a lot of rappers have a bit of a challenge with. They're really good with timing and rhyming and meter, but they miss the emotiveness, like being able to say, I get really stuck trying to explain this, and I need to write a single line that I can use as an example. However, it's just not going la da da. It's la da ba da ba da da ba da ba da ba da ba.
Yeah, there's section, cadence, yes, all of that.
Yeah, instead of having it just be so monotonous like that, mix it up more. To try and do more melody. It doesn't have to be a lot more, but okay, so this is how I describe what I'm talking about here. I call it swagger, okay? Swagger is this. I don't know if any of you know who the band The Who is, but they were out in the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s, and they're still current today. They just did a tour. Anyways, the guitar player, Pete Townsend, has this technique, okay? Most guitar players, when they hold their guitar and they strum, they go, ting! Looks good, right? not Pete. He does this big wow thing, and it looks incredible, and he jumps off the ground, and the guy's going crazy, man, and watching him is so exciting and fun. Versus the person who's just standing there going, chung. You can do anything you want. Sorry for saying you can't. Becoming a better, more expressive vocalist will do nothing but help you in the end. It will make your everything way better. So, first things, start listening to yourself recording. Practice getting expressive. Practice trying to find a way to get your voice more lyrical and interesting to listen to, so that when you do sing or rap, that it becomes more interesting to listen to. So that would be my inflection, cadence, intonation. These are all this.
It's telling the story. We as performers, as singers, are telling the story of the lyricist, of the melody. So if you're putting the correct inflection in, like he's saying, while you're telling the story, if that is in the back of your mind while you're singing, it'll come out more expressive.
Okay. Here we go, new song, 3600 Rio, Take Me There, semi-mix. That said Lander. Why did that say Lander? Anyways, okay. For the last person, if they were here, that was a great example of how to work a melody in rap. That was awesome. I really love the way that it went. It has a lot of dynamic in it. It has a lot of pitch level in it. It goes from a low note to a high note. I would probably add a little bit of body to that particular rap because it was a little thin. But there was one big mistake, and that's when you do your bass notes. You did some bass notes that were so low that they can't get a smaller transducer to work and produce that note. Okay, what that means is the note's too damn low. The speaker's got to go in and out, okay? And that's how they generate the wave that we hear. In order to play a super deep note that's that deep, you got to go about 30 feet away to hear it. You'll never hear it close up because the wave will never have a chance to form itself. But the other problem with that is when you hear the note, it just goes, doesn't sound like it actually has a melodic component to it. It just sounds like a flapper, which is exactly what it will do to the speaker. If you look at the speaker, you'll see the speaker's going that slow, okay? You don't want to do that. That breaks up the high frequency content of your audio and everything. Go back. Listen to that song, and when you're hitting the basement, take them up by an octave. That'll make a big difference, okay? The arrangement was good. Everything about it, yeah. There's not a whole lot of negativity I can say about it, nor that I would want to. I think that was a great example. Good work. Good work, good work, good work. Okay, next one. Oh, I don't even know if I can see this. Okay, so it's Decina Lomi... Oh. Lo Major de Decina. I don't know. It's called La Monelle. I don't know. I'm an English-speaking Canuck, guys. I can't figure. This is like Spanish of some sort. Anyways, here we go.
Oh, there he is.
I'll let you go first.
Not my style of music, but I thought it was well done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought it was very well done. It hit all the components. I live in Las Vegas, and we have a extremely high population of Mexicans, and I do hear that music often. Like I said, it's not my jam, but it sounded great. I thought it was great.
Yep. I would
Was
have to
that
say the same
Mexican
thing.
or was that something Puerto Rican?
And that's
American?
Mexican.
Latin
You could tell by the icon. It had a graphic. And you
Got it.
could clearly tell that it was a Mexican song by a Mexican person.
George, a paying member,
Yep.
Lauren Cole, sent in a song, and
Shake My Soul.
yeah, the one I just sent you, she wants that one played. That's the version.
Okay. Here it comes. Shake My Soul. Oh, by the way, one more thing. That last song needs to be mastered. It's too quiet. It was easily could add another 10 to 15 dB on that, and that'll make a big difference punching through the radio. Right now, if you tried to play that against the radio mixes and other stuff, it would drop big time. Anyway, sorry about that. Back to the first song here, Shake My Soul. Come on.
I used to think I was too weak for toe to cheek, throwing punches where I saw fit, and I'm too strong to give up and quit. I used to think I was broken. All of my victories were stolen. I let others convince me I was the issue. Needed someone to come to my rescue. I've been 3 sheets to the wind, been kicked over and over again, forced and pushed into the ground. I've had to learn to never back down.
Very good. Very good. Is the person who wrote this available to talk to?
She is here.
Oh, she is here. Hi,
Excellent.
Lauren.
Yes, we want to talk to her. We want to know
Lauren. Oh, you're
what
unmuted,
you're
Lauren.
doing. We want
Hello.
to know how you
Hi.
did it.
Hi, Lauren. How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
That was
Hey.
beautiful.
So tell us, how did you do that?
I did everything in Suno.
Uh-huh.
I wrote all of the lyrics myself, but I just put in like flute sound, threw a little bit of bagpipe sound in there, and I put Celtic in there as well. It came up with different versions, but I felt like that was like the best version to translate the lyrics like I wanted to. That's just like that style that I went with, which is completely different than the other styles that I've gone with. I've been trying to stick to like the folk and country or heavy metal or rock because I feel like my lyrics fit that the best. But I just wanted to try that to see how it would sound. And I got set up with DistroKid and everything. And I think I'm probably going to release that to where it'll go on to streaming services on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, right on. It's an excellent
Cool.
tune. Sounds really good. I do have to tell you one thing, though, and this is one of the things that I'm finding that's my biggest challenge with AI. If you're trying to get placements with your material that you've generated with AI right now, you're stuck at the door. They won't let you in. Nobody will take your material. I was at a seminar. I went to 2 different seminars in the last 10 days. Both of them were, if it has AI in any form, shape, or form at all, and I wish I could have asked a follow-up because I have many of them because I believe in AI. I believe using it as a tool. However, and they were specific too. They were like, no written by it, no arranged by it, no nothing by it, no parts by it, no nothing, period. So that's our problem right now. But don't let it be a problem because here's the thing. Over time, this is going to get worked out. Okay? They're going to resolve this. And then your song is going to be right at the top of the list for something that could get a placement. Because
Okay.
the comments were coming out. They were like, wow, holy smokes, people really liked the tune. I found it really compelling. Like it just kept listening and wanting to hear more and more, which is a great thing for a song. So,
Thank you.
yeah, it's good work. Good work. And for those who don't do AI, this is a really great example of how you can work with AI to create something that's completely different than what you would normally hear. Very Celtic. It was. I loved it. I loved the flutes. I loved all the little components that were coming in it. I thought the arrangement was super solid.
Even he did, and she did too. Yeah, they were dancing. He said,
What is happening?
Somebody else is talking. Anyways, great work. Great work. That song, once they break the barriers of the sync thing, you got a song there that could easily be synced.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the next one. Elevated Mental Promise to Mama.
Woke up with your name on my breath, that's devotion. I was raised by a queen that survived through the motion. Hard heavy, but I carry it clean, I keep it low. When this world tried to break me apart, you remote. I used to watch you make something out of nothing, but still smile. Even when the rain came down, you kept climbing. What's the blueprint of a backbone? Literally a bird down. I'm the one they feared that carry the spirit deep inside. When I was gone off that bay, you was the one that made me quit. I was high in the air, my addiction wasn't the feeling. I was experimenting, lighting out, trying to fight these demons. Look at my life now, it's right now, but you're no longer breathing. So I'm breathing every day still. Every morning is like an uphill battle. Still running cause the EP killing my liver. I can see it in my eyes. Brown stains and red veins. If I die, then I die.
Made a promise to our mamas, we gon' get it alive. Through the pain, we gon' get it in time. We done changed the thoughts and the walk, now the visions aligned. Our only wave, see the digits incline. Stick to the grind, we'll touch 1,000,000 if we keep it in mind. Keep the faith through the pressure, now we lifting the line. Every setback was a weapon that the builder designed. Raising stakes, just breaking what was fixed to confide. Made a promise to our mamas, we gon' get it alive. Through the pain, we gon' get it in time. We done changed the thoughts and the walk, now the visions aligned. Our only wave, see the digits incline. Stick to the grind, we'll touch 1,000,000 if we keep it in mind. Keep the faith through the pressure, now we're lifting the line.
Okay, so I'm going to point out the bad thing first, so we can talk about the good stuff after. Again, the bass line was too loud and too boomy. You can get a really excellent bass sound that sounds much better than that by rolling off some of the bottom end of the bass itself. One of the best ways to mix is when you're mixing bass and kick drum, which are the two main deep components. Okay, you pick one, you roll it off, and you pick the other one and you bump it up. So you'll take your kick drum and you'll roll off the deep low end, and you'll take your bass and you'll pump up the deep bass a bit. When they work together, the kick drum becomes the attack of the sound and the bass becomes the boomy part. Okay? If you try and blend them both together, it doesn't work. It sounds like crap. It just you get distortion. If you listen to some of the attack of the notes when the bass drum is kicking and the bass is kicking hard and you can hear them smack together, there's distortion. You don't want that. That's not really good. So you don't want the distortion. You have to take better care with your bass line and fit it into your mix a little bit better. So play around with that. I think you can get a better quality mix out of that. The other thing I would do is you got two people going and you're gabbing away and you're doing your thing. I would add some reverb to the second person or something to split them apart, so that maybe some reverb on the main guy and an echo on the second guy, so that you get some kind of a differentiation between the two parts so they sound a little bit split up. Mixes to me are a lot of things. Their width, the spaciousness that we have, frequency-wise, top to bottom. You want a good frequency that way, and you want depth. And one of the problems if you don't add modulation effects like reverberation, chorusing, flanging, etc., is you end up with a one-dimensional mix. It doesn't have a lot of depth in it, like spatialness. And if you do it right, you can take a mix and you can place things just perfect in a mix to make a mix really interesting and then move around a little bit. Lots of stuff that you could do. But anyways, the most important thing I think is that you have to be careful with your bass. Be careful with the deep bass, how much you're using. Are you hearing any distortion when you hear the two of them combine? You don't want to hear any distortion at all. You want that to be nice and clean and pure. Okay.
Final songs.
We got two, okay.
Two final songs. We're going to play them. New orders, John Walter. It's in your inbox right now. And then we're going to play Matthew Gonzalez. He just signed up. So look in your Slack DM.
Okay, I got one that says My Mom, My Hero.
Yes.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, here we go.
Quiet. John Walter.
You were always there for me, whether I was good or bad. You showed me love, sometimes it was tough, but was always sincere. Mom, I think about you every day. I know you are watching me. You were my mom, you were dad. You're the hero to me. There wasn't a day of your life that your door wasn't open to me. Whenever I needed you, Mom, you were only a phone call away. Day and night you were there for me. I know I was your son. Your hero was a scrapbook title, but truth is that you were the hero. Mom, I think about you every day. I know you are watching me. You were my mom, you were dad. You're the hero to me. Mom, I think about you every day. I know you are watching me. You were my mom, you were dad. You're the hero to me. Maybe because of me you struggled. I know people have said bad things. I know there was a time in my life that I made worried and scared. Mom, I think about you every day. I know you are watching me. You were my mom, you were dad. You're the hero to me. For 18 years you fought to make sure I didn't end up a number. Even after I became a grown man, I was always your baby boy. We've been through some crazy times. We had our ups and downs.
Okay. Sorry I had to cut it there, guys. We're way over our time, and I don't have that faded out. Anyways, that was fun. Comments?
I like it. I dug that tune. Yeah. It reminded me of
Blink 182 or one of those?
yeah, like
guys?
Beastie Boys meets Blinky 182. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
The only thing, again, I would look at your lyrics and check out your rhymes, because that one didn't have good rhymes. It had pretty good stuff, but it was missing the chorus. That's the one thing I noticed is the rhymes weren't rhyming properly. So I'd go back in and I'd readjust those a little bit. I'd take a look at how to make the lyric better.
All right, we got a new final song for tonight from our new elite member, Matthew Gonzalez.
And this
Inner
Thoughts.
Right.
Yo, just another song that I wrote. Belong to the emotions, which I shouldn't be doing. Just a couple of minor thoughts. Hoping I find the way. Find the key to the next door. Yo. Yo, it's me, Matthew. Yeah, you looked at me and said, fuck it, I'm through. Tend to be embarrassed me, don't you think that's a bit mean? I've been there for you, but you're never there for me. It's a constant struggle with my own thoughts. Can I just be a normal fucking human being? Just seem to be the definition of wreck when I blow steam. Can't nobody hear me when I cry out for help. Can't you hear me scream? Like talk to the referee, but these thoughts never seem to coming in. And started to get on my nerves, made me feel me, man. Current took me away, now I'm going off the deep end. No, I can't pretend. No, this is not a minute I'm playing. This is one of my whole life cannot be mended. Oh my god, these other found these trends. Once separating each other from reality, we cut out a dividend. I got friendships. I got a collar full of friends, but without the NDS, that shit never ends. Gonna change the mind and my emotions. Gotta put effort, not just follow the emotions. Nothing's gonna be easy. These ain't no free tokens. I try to express them, but I feel me unspoken.
Okay. That was really cool. However, I had a hard time hearing the lyrics through the immensity of the music. The music was huge. Love the sound of the arrangement. Nice and big. It had exactly what I was talking about earlier. Had fidelity, it had space left to right, and it had depth front to back, which makes it a pretty good mix. I couldn't make out all the lyrics though, and I know I'm half deaf because I'm an old fart, but I should still be able to hear all the words properly. Every single word it's an important thing for a song, right? The most important thing for a song is the lyric. And if you can't hear it, now, how would I suggest that you make that work better? One of the little tricks that we can do these days is we use distortion to add high frequency, okay? There's a couple of plugins out. One's called Distressor, and it's for exactly what it sounds like. It will take your vocal and it will distort it. What happens is when you take that distortion, which adds a high frequency content, and then you mix it in with your mix, if you do it right, it adds a nice little edge and it sounds really good. That may have helped push the vocal through because the distortion is right at that frequency that pumps through everything. So use a little bit of distortion on your vocal. See if maybe you can use that to punch it through the mix. Or if you're not going to do that, compress it better and push it louder because it needed to be louder. Or, do that. Bring your mix, bring your music lyric up. Keep your music where it is because your music sounds great. It's whoa, man,
Beautiful.
blew me away.
Really beautiful. Yeah, I loved it. But yeah, I think a little work on the vocals, like you were saying, I think would make them more present.
And it's not more high frequency either. Okay, to be really clear, it has plenty of high end. It's not what it's missing. It's more of the lower 7K, 5K, 1K range, not up in the 10 and 12, way up there in the stratosphere. It's lower.
Thanks, Matt. Guys, we've reached the end of this
We
session.
have reached the end, yes.
Wow, that was
And
a
if
lot.
you signed up, we got every level tonight, affiliate, pro, elite. All of you guys that signed up, check out your email because we're going to be inviting you to Slack. We want you to get in that Slack channel. Start talking to George. Start talking to Janine. Get your guitar lessons if you're an elite member, Matt. You can get all of it. So just be sure to check your text, your emails. We're going to be reaching out and getting you in there by tomorrow.
And don't forget, I just want to point out one more thing. I am available for people one-on-one Wednesdays between 6 and 8 Pacific and Saturdays between 11 and 1 Pacific. And we were going to start to try and bring up a topic. So what I'm going to do is I've developed a little bit of a mini course on how to take your song, AI it, use your voice if we can, and take a song with AI and make it into your voice singing your song. So some magic, voodoo. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So tomorrow night I'm going to be talking about how to do some of that stuff. So if you're interested, come and hang.
Go and hang, get your music just cranking, get your tracks cranking. We can do this all day long, you guys, with the mentors that we have. And they're absolutely there to give you the feedback that you need to get your tracks so that they are in competing level, whether it be for radio, TV, movies, whatever. We're here for you. So thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all of you. Yes, those of you who signed up tonight, we will get you into the system and reach out to you first thing tomorrow. And don't forget, tomorrow is Women of Music. And that is a really cool live stream we have. It's not just for women, so tune in because we're going to be doing some vocals and some basic theory tomorrow. And then producer songwriter, we have an amazing man who's been working in the industry for 30 plus years, and he works with a lot of the big great ones that are still out there. Tower of Power, one of them to mention. His name is Pat Caddick. So thank you for staying over with us, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, George, for all of your input and your talent. We appreciate it, and you guys are awesome. And love all the feedback in the chat tonight. You guys were great. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you tomorrow and Thursday.
Bye, everybody.
Take care.